Sup guys, and welcome to the unofficial patch notes for War Thunder mini update 1.69.1.78, graciously provided by Mike 10D over on the War Thunder Reddit. So first we've got a minor change to boats. We've got a new boats game mode, sea hunting on the ice fields map. Two teams are fighting in the sea battle on the ice fields. Team first destroys enemy fortifications or fleet in the area, therefore wins. So basically it appears to be a sort of like a ground strike, but with boats. You can destroy the bases, you can destroy the enemy ships, and you can win by doing either. More variety for boats. I'm still curious how that test tonight's going to fare out, but you can never go wrong with more game modes. Next on to tank game mode. A new game mode for the map Poland, called Banner. In Banner mode, players will have to capture the flag and storm enemy positions with it. So that basically you grab a banner, and then you storm the enemy positions in the form of capture flags. The flag can be intercepted by destroying the standard bearer. You can burn up to a third of the enemy capture points at a time. Only the standard bearer can capture the enemy zone, and capturing the enemy zone can be repulsed. So it appears that basically it's a one-sided assault game mode, where you have to have a flag to capture the enemy cap zones, so it adds a whole other tactical element. But in random games, I can just see this being absolutely shit, because you can have some, like, fucking knob grab the flag and just rush and get sniped, like some scrub lord, like a BT5 or something. I don't know how this is going to fare out. It's good to try new game modes, but anything that depends on heavy team play in War Thunder is a bad idea. Especially this, where it seems that all it takes is the person who's the flag bearer to be absolutely scrubby, and it just fucks your entire team. We'll see how this one pans out when it's implemented, but I'm a bit iffy. But as I always say, more game modes never hurt, but trial and error. Sometimes they're not good, like air domination, sometimes they're decent. We'll see how this pans. Moving on to flight models. The G5N1 has its stall speed lowered, its max speed reduced by between 25 and 50 km per hour, its rate of climb reduced, its roll rate reduced. So it appears to be more or less a nerf to the G5N1. They made it a bit slower, a bit less climbable, and just can't roll as well. But they've actually made it less likely to stall, so we'll see how that pans, but that overall seems like a major nerf. The C202 has its stall speed raised, its top speed reduced slightly from 0 to 1,000 meters, its top speed increased slightly above 1,500 to 5,000 meters, its top speed reduced slightly from 5,000 to 7,000 meters, and its empty mass has been changed from 2,568 to 2,617. It has also had its elevator stiffening reduced. So it's kind of a mixed bag there. You lock up less, and your plane weighs slightly more, but you've also had slight buffs to your mid-altitude range. So I think that's just a bit more of just tweaking the flight model. I quite like the C202. It's good if it gets down-tiered. When it gets up-tiered, it's a bit, iffy. But one of the big problems I was having with it was it locking up, because it just wants to go fast. So I think I'll quite like this minor change. Our next change is to the C202EC, which is just the C202 with the 220mm MG151s. It had its climb speed increased, its top speed increased by 10 to 30 kilometers an hour, depending on altitude, and its elevator stiffening has been reduced. So all around, the C202EC has been buffed in this minor update. The C205, all variants, have had its climb speed increased, its top speed increased, its engine temps adjusted, its empty mass changed from 3,190 to 3,188, but only for the N2 version, and its elevator stiffening has been reduced. So again, the C205 has had a general buff across the board. I'm quite glad about the engine temps. I noticed when I was, bombing it around in my C205s, they were overheating quite drastically. They're not a wet for days kind of aircraft, so we'll see how this pans out. But all I know is it's not going to make me go back and play the C205 Series 1, because that thing is still garbage. Moving on, we have changes to the damage model for the T95E1. They have changed the lower back to CHR, Cast Homogeneous Armor, so it's got a different variable. The underbelly is now Cast Homogeneous Armor. The rear is now Rolled Homogeneous Armor. by the engine deck. The rear cover for the engine deck is rolled homogeneous armour, and they've added a firewall of rolled homogeneous armour. So all in all, they've just been tweaking with the damage model for the T95. Nothing drastic, no like sudden changes. But the big thing is they've added a firewall. Now this means if you're shooting into the back of it, that wall could actually probably soak a couple of shells. Like the IS-2 has this, and it means its rear can kind of just be bullshit and soak if you haven't got something like APDS. So, overall, minor changes, couple of buffs to Italian aircraft, a nerf to the G5N, new game modes, and minor changes to the damage model of the T95E1. If you like what you see here, comment down below, subscribe, all that good shit. Keep on gaming, and have a good one.